Alright everybody, welcome to episode 3 of my Let's Play of Eternal Darkness. We've got the chapter page for chapter 3, and one thing I'd like to go ahead and point out right now, excuse me, is that our sanity meter has actually gone down a little bit. We haven't really encountered anything, as Alex at least, but after she reads through a chapter of the Tome of Eternal Darkness, her sanity goes down a little bit, and it gets worse with every chapter as it gets more and more horrific, so that's just something to keep in mind. Let's just jump right in.
From my research, it is apparent that the endeavors of mankind are mere puppetry at the hands of the ancients. Whenever a king vows reform, the ancients move quickly to stifle it. Under the auspices of Emperor Charlemagne the Frank, the new Holy Roman Empire was at the height of its power.
Hanc mit ad dominum et imperatorum nostrum, Carolum magnum Francum.
Deliver this to our Lord and Emperor Charlemagne the Frank. No one but him must see it. They are words for his eyes only. At once.
What sorcery is this? A spell? I am bewitched. If this was meant for Charlemagne, then what will become of him? I had to warn him of this treachery.
Alright, here we are, and I had mentioned last time that I like some characters more than others. In fact, I wonder if I can read this. I've never actually tried to check this before. That's something. Oh well, yeah, it just talks about. I had mentioned before that I like some characters more than others. I like some of the chapters more than others. This is probably one of my favorites, actually. So, talking to this guy, he tells us that the only way that we can get to well, he's actually. Oh no. Okay. Yes, I keep getting ahead of myself. But he was last seen with the bishop. Charlemagne was last seen with the bishop. So we need to. Looks like that's this way. But we need the bishop's key to get to his quarters. So we need to find the bishop and/or Charlemagne and get this shit figured out. Apparently, this guy's pretty bummed out. Oh, it's because there was a monk that died recently. Yes, fell to his death, which is quite unfortunate. And mysterious, and I can't help but wonder if there's any other shenanigans at foot. Looking for him, saying the orders awaiting the arrival of the bishop. Oh, apparently this is right before the funeral for the monk that fell. So the only way we can really go is up here. Alright. How's this for some creepy shit? And note the statues here. Elia, the dancer from the previous chapter. Oh, whoops. And also one for Pius, which is only half built. So there's I think you can see what they're getting at here, and note the placement of a bunch of empty, I guess pillars or empty placeholders for characters to come. And as we approach the tome, the floor becomes alive with screaming and mouths and torment and terror and all these things. And the thing that's holding the book is this bony hand thingy. It's pretty awesome. And that's how, from henceforth, that's how characters will acquire the tome. Monk's hard at work does not want to be disturbed about this guy. Nope, doesn't want to talk to me. He hates me. And just a bunch of books that he doesn't want to read through. But yeah, from here on out, characters that Oh, and a mysterious blue urn, and with that nifty little insignia there. Characters that don't start with the Tome of Darkness, that's how they acquire it, is that at some point they try to go through a door or go through some passageway, and they're teleported to that sort of... I actually don't know where that takes place, but it's pretty awesome. So anyway, after going through all that, we check the casket.
Oh my god, what is
What
it?
happened? This devil's work. We should get out of here.
You have proven what we have feared the most. This poor man has been the victim of great evil. Look how his body has been defiled, as if something has burst out from inside him. Here, take this for your protection. And find the bishop. He must be informed of this horrible discovery.
A scramisax. Scramisax, that sounds slightly sexual. Alright, and now the plot thickens, because now we found this guy, and I mean, it's just a texture map, so you can't really see it very well in the game. But the game tells us that, yeah, it's a pretty gruesome sight. Apparently, there's something that burst out from inside him. Almost like in Alien, I guess, or Aliens, but I always get that confused. So yeah, go ahead and get this bad boy equipped. And, I mean, I didn't really make much of a note of it, but yeah, the guy that gave us the scroll was a monk, just like any of these guys. So, granted, he had a black robe, and his face was very menacing and brooding, so, you know, maybe you could tell off the bat that he was... Oh, what's this? Looks like the spell is getting worse. As time goes on, we'll see that his complexion gets worse and worse, and it really takes its toll after a while. But yeah, as I was saying, basically just something to keep in mind is that the guy that gave us the scroll was just a regular monk. So there might be some conspiracy stuff afoot, if you know. And a mysterious gold medallion. Pick that bad boy up. And this will actually allow us to cast spells from the Tome of Eternal Darkness as we learn them. I can't remember if we learned any spells in this chapter or not. Oh, and this just goes in detail. It just the more circles, or the more vertices on a circle of power, the more points you have, the stronger the spell. Spell list. Blah, blah, blah. I'll go over that stuff when the time comes. So far we've got this mysterious blue urn with the message scroll, which we started with, oh, here we go. Yes, that's exactly what I was looking for. While rummaging through the books, you find ones that looks out of place. He moves it, and lo and behold, a sexy new pathway. Sweet. Aha. That's the first of what will be many runes that allow us to cast spells. You need at least 3 runes to cast a spell. So this is it's a start. And I mentioned earlier these guys go down quickly, but they tend to come back up. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this guy, just so we can get the rune. Like I said, I'll keep the finishing moves to a minimum in this playthrough, in this Let's Play, because I want the sanity stuff to happen. But in times like this, when it's like, okay, well, we need to get this guy to die, so let's just do it. And note that the rune is we can access it, but it's grayed out and there's no description for it. So in order to fully take advantage of a rune's usability, we also need to get its accompanying. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's just a stone tablet that's a descriptor for it. And that's something to keep in mind, that things can burn down. And the fact that this monk was being attacked by the zombies just like everyone else was, seems to indicate that not all of the monks are bad guys. So, whatever conspiracy is going on, it's still in work. It's still in progress. I was carrying an urn. He dropped it and ran away and pissed his pants. Bloop, 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 bloop. But he gives us this badass two-edged sword. Oh shit! I don't want to say it anymore. Well, I actually kind of blazed through that, so I apologize. He actually did mention something important, that he saw the bishop, and the bishop was acting crazy, and he was dragging this sword around, and he was like swinging it everywhere. He was acting crazy, and it scared the shit out of him. And so he dropped the urn that he was carrying and ran off. And when he returned, found that only the sword remained, and the bishop was gone. So apparently the bishop is is involved in this crazy weird conspiracy as well. Oh well. See, that's kind of a weird. I mean, there's stuff that I need to pick up there, but I mysteriously can't see it because there's no light source. So I cut the torch and I can pick up what are all pieces of the green broken urn. No, I'll do that in a moment. That this monk here just dropped. We have 3 pieces. In this game we can mix them together. We have 2/3, mix it with the last third, and get a full broken urn. But we still need a way to fix it. And we only have there is a spell for it, but we don't have all the runes for it yet, so we need to keep pushing on until then. Ah, I think he has. Oh, here we go. Yeah, here's one of those stone tablets that I mentioned. Codex, that's the word for it. Okay, like it matters. I mean, you know what I'm getting at. So, but the codex that we got just then, sweet. The codex we just got then, I believe, is for this magical rune. So now we can view it, and we can view it, and it is the for item. And you can probably guess that this one is for, well, actually I can't remember off the top of my head, but we know that there's an item rune, and there's got to be another one for some sort of repair spell. Ooh, and the spell gets worse, or the hex, or the curse, whatever you want to put it. It's looking very, I don't know, like he's going to a really weird concert. I don't know. I see people with, when you see people with makeup like that, you get a little worried, I guess. This sword is really nice because it cuts him right in half. Aha. One thing I find interesting is that as the spell gets worse or the curse takes hold of him, it shows on him visibly. You know, he's kind of limping a little bit, even though we're at full health. So, alright, awesome red urn. And note that this one is filled. Yeah, this nice little fountain here, though it's not apparently nice. It looks like water to me when I look at it, but it describes it as this mysterious, murky, sticky fluid. So the red urn is filled. The blue urn, we can fill it now. Oh shit! No, we can't because we fucking drop it because we're awesome. Oh, but inside it was this magical rune, and I'm gonna go ahead and cheat a little bit, just to save time. Since we have these 2 runes available to us. Well, actually, these 3. I know that this one is important, and this is one of the, this allows us to cast spells of the essence of Xel'lotath. So, and that'll make more sense in a little bit. But we now have enough runes to technically cast a spell, and though we don't know what this one is, I mean, I've played the game enough, I know what this is, so I can go ahead and create a new spell, the mysterious one and an item, and it creates spell number 1. Its effects are unknown, and because, or at least it won't tell us, but we can still cast it. So I'm going to go ahead and cast this bad boy. And I know that it's for enchanting an item. So, we don't officially know the spell, but we can cast it. As we can cheat the system. And when you enchant an item, it either makes it stronger or it repairs it. So in this case, I'm repairing all the stuff that's broken. Because everybody keeps dropping all these urns all over the place because they're just butterfingers, I guess. But now we can fill them with the mysterious, sticky, foul-smelling water stuff. And we're going to need these in the future for them to all be filled. And more will be revealed in due time. Oh, and a nice tapestry, well placed, that I'm sure is not hiding anything. Oh wait, no, it even says has a also bleeding walls. That's not weird or anything. Just chilling there. Yeah, and the sanity is down a little bit. So yeah, we're gonna start seeing some blood dripping from the walls and ceiling, and some weird voices in the background before we start seeing the really good stuff. So get the sword back again. Like I said, I like the two-edged sword really well because if you get close enough, just chops him right in half, which is pretty sweet. I enjoy the finer things in life, and that includes chopping things in half, and people going insane in video games, and mysterious limping monks with black robes. That's not foreboding, is it? And a room full of candles and, like, arcane literature. With 3 curious circles, with dried splashes. It's pretty much telling you, here's where you put those things that you found. And here's the scroll for the enchant spell, and this just kind of says what I said. Yeah, I know how to. Yep. I know how this works. Yep. Okay, cool. Yeah. It kind of forces. It's like a forced tutorial, if nothing else. Sure. All right, cool. And you can assign a spell. So now if I press the Y button, it immediately goes to that menu. So you can assign quick keys, macro keys. I don't know which one to put it, but you can assign them so that you don't have to go through the menu each time. So we find this codex, which gives it, well, okay, it didn't show it, but we now have all 3 runes are known. And if we didn't know the spell earlier, it would have showed it to us now. So we can now check the description, and it shows all this stuff. So we know what all this is now. We can continue with our lives. Is there anything else? Oh, well, yeah, this. Is there anything else on here? No, it just, yeah, covered with arcane artifacts and text. This table reflects the unholy presence within the church. So, yeah, there's definitely something fishy about it. Yeah, written in languages utterable only by monsters or corrupt humans. Always happy things. So, there's this mysterious plate on the floor with dried splashes along the edges. I think it's pretty clear. I think it's pretty obvious what we're supposed to do here. Place them on here, and each time it says that it's not quite heavy enough to press it down all the way, but with enough weight, the door opens up, and everybody's happy. Oh man, I don't know, something about this hallway. Creepy stuff, man.